Hey everybody, Bohus here, speaking for Fotodioxpro.com and GoToughGear.com. And as you can hear, I'm battling a little bit of a cold, and normally I wouldn't do a video in this condition, but GoPro has released two new cameras, the GoPro HERO5 Session and the HERO5 Black. And there's already a lot of hype around both of these cameras, so it seems like a good time to do an unboxing. And we'll also do videos with a detailed breakdown of what these cameras really do and what they don't. A lot of YouTube videos seem to either read the back of the box to you, or they go on the website and just read a features list to you. That's not as useful as knowing what it's going to be like to really use this stuff. I go way back with GoPro. I was one of the first people to put GoPro footage on a national TV, and I love these cameras. The Hero 4 I thought was an amazing camera, and so of course I'm really interested in what the Hero 5 has to offer. Plus, we want to take a look at how the new camera fits with our GoTough stuff. You know, we have a lot of mounts and a filter system and things like that. When GoPro announces a new camera, it's exciting because there's, there are frequently new features in there that are interesting. But you also need to examine how your accessories are going to work with the new camera. So let's crack open the Hero 5 Black, and in another video we'll crack open the Session camera. Okay, so let's take a look. The usual GoPro kind of packaging, clear dome on top, accessories down here on the bottom. Looks like they don't include a waterproof case this time because the camera itself is waterproof. You can actually take this to 30 meters down, and I don't know if I've ever been 30 meters underwater. So let's see. There's one of these round stickers that you got to peel off. There we go. Okay. There's a helpful little arrow to tell you to do something. Is it telling me to do that? No. No. Maybe to pull this tab? Ah, there we go. There we go. And you know what's funny is I keep these domes. They're not for anything, but it seems so useful. You know, it's thick plastic, whatever. Okay, let's get rid of it. Okay, here's the camera. As usual, it comes on one of these little black platforms. Flip up this rubber guy so I can dismount this from the quick release clip. There's a little thing that says I should remove it. I'll get to that in a second. I do keep these as well. This is usually stuck on with some powerful adhesive. Sometimes you can drill holes in this and use it for something. All right, let's see what comes in the box. It's a smaller box than before. I'm suspecting there might be fewer things in here. Little book. A quick release clip with the sticky stuff on it. It's curved, so you put it on a helmet. This is a USB to USB micro cable. That's one change in these new cameras. Up until now, up until the Session camera, they all used the middle-sized USB cable. But wait, this isn't even USB. Hang on a second. Oh, this is something weird. Oh, is it custom? I hate custom cables. Because when you lose them, you're kind of screwed. Okay, well, wait, I'll save my vitriol for later. Here's another quick release clip, again with the adhesive back. This one is flat. And a battery. One thing I learned is that the batteries are new, which is the last thing we needed was another new battery. But also they're putting some kind of technology inside, so you can't use a third-party battery until the third parties figure a way around it. That kind of stinks because in the past, the third-party batteries have actually been better than GoPro's first-party batteries. They would give you longer run times, and they were very inexpensive. So we'll see how I feel about that. And then there's what? Nothing. Okay, that's empty. Okay, let's take a look at the book. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a magic trick here. Ah, good, stickers. For a second, I thought they left out stickers. They love stickers over there. One of the new deals with the GoPro camera is they want you to feel, how would I explain this? They want it to feel like less of a camera, like you're not buying hardware, but you're buying into like a whole ecosystem, a whole lifestyle. And they're giving you some kind of cloud accessibility with this. So you shoot, you plug this into recharge, you can have it automatically upload your footage to the cloud, and then you've got free software that you can get on your phone or on your tablet, and you can actually edit from the cloud right there. So that's what this thing tells you. Aha, and I was wondering whether they were going to charge you for this cloud service. Well, of course they are. You get 60 days for free. After that, I don't know. Okay. Then they've got, you break it, we'll replace it. Their 2-year warranty. I don't know too much about that, but they made a big deal about that recently. Here is their little flyer on how to get started. It's very, very short, which is nice. GoPros don't have a lot of buttons. In fact, there are what? I'm counting 1 button, 2 buttons. That might be a button. Let's call it 3 buttons. That's kind of neat. And then this is what? This is your safety stuff that you never read. It's longer than the instructions are. Okay, so let's see. It says to remove this guy, to take this plastic bit out. All right, let's take a look at the camera. Now, the camera ships in a frame case. Again, you don't need the waterproof case because it is waterproof. However, GoPro is promising a waterproof case that this will slip into if you're going to go deeper than 30 meters. Let's get this out of the frame. There we go. Okay, so we fly it out of the frame case. And so, typical kind of compact GoPro. Let's get this sticker off the back. One nice thing about the 5 Black is that it has the built-in touchscreen. I find the touchscreen to be pretty critical for setting the camera up and choosing all of your options and things like that. You can do it through the phone app, but I prefer to do it right on the camera itself instead of waiting for the app to boot up and hoping that your connection is okay, blah, blah, blah. So it's nice to have it built in. In the prior generation, the Hero 4, there were several different versions of the camera. There was the Hero 4 Black, which was the most advanced, best sensor. Then there was the Hero 4 Silver, which wasn't quite as good, but it had the built-in screen. So it kind of sucked that you had to choose, image quality versus convenience. And so it's nice that this time around, they've got it all built into this very small form factor. Let's see. I think this is where, okay, there we go. So you've got a little door on the side. There's micro HDMI. I hate micro HDMI. Those cables are easier to find these days. And then there's this goofy custom, let me look. Okay, well, it says it's got a USB symbol on it, but it doesn't look like any USB I've ever seen before. So that's where this cable goes in. I expect that's how you charge the battery. That's how you download data from the card. And where's the card go? Is that on the bottom here? Aha, okay. So that's where the battery goes, and that's also where the little SD card slot is. And all of them have these waterproof gaskets. So when you're monkeying around with the camera on location, you definitely want to make sure to keep that gasket clean. I mean, even if you get a speck of sand on the gasket, that can break the seal and let water in there if you're not careful. One of the remarkable things about the camera is that this front glass, which is built in, well, I say built in, it actually twists off. I'm taking a risk here because I haven't done this before. So I'm not being successful in getting this front part off. I did it on one of the demo cameras. The idea here is that this front piece comes off. That's a piece of glass. And then the lens is underneath, and you know the lens from prior versions of the GoPro. In fact, here, I'll fly this open. Like when you use the camera naked, the lens is just kind of out there. So this time they have this like kind of bit that snaps on the front to keep it safe, which means that front piece is replaceable if you scratch it up, which you inevitably will if you're doing sporty type stuff. But also for their dive case that lets you take this deeper underwater, this has to come off to fit in the dive case somehow. We'll have to investigate that when the time comes. Like I said, I can't seem to get it off right now, and I'm a little too chicken to really force it. One thing they've talked about a lot are the various microphones. There are 3 microphones on the camera. There's a top one, a side one. I want to say there's one that points toward the rear, but I'm not finding it. It's set up so that when you get it underwater, it works better underwater than it has before. But when you remove the camera from the water drains very quickly out of those microphone holes. The idea being you want to get back to clear audio faster than ever. Plus, it's got better wind resistance. They've done a lot of engineering to the microphones to make them sound better. Unfortunately, because of this custom weirdo jack in the side, Like what I often do is if I have something, if I'm shooting with GoPro and I want to get really nice audio, there's an adapter you can get that goes from an 1/8" jack to USB, and that would plug inside, plug into the camera. Then you can use whatever microphone you want. You can use a $1,000 shotgun mic and get stunning audio on your GoPro. I'm sure that's going to be possible, but it's not right now out of the box, which is really unfortunate because I don't know what that jack is. I don't know what that plug is. Okay, I'll hold my rage inside. All right, the other thing you've got on this camera that they haven't had before, I think a lot of people will mistake this little hole in the bottom for a microphone. It's not. It's actually a spot you can lash a cable to so that you can have this tied onto, you know, your boat or whatever it is that you're doing, which is nice. That's an omission that's been there for a really long time. Okay, so we've seen that they've made the package compact, much thinner than before, even with the screen. It doesn't seem like you can clip on an additional battery. That was another nice thing about the prior generations of GoPro. If you didn't clip the screen on the back, there was an additional battery you could clip on the back. So maybe they'll do that. You can also power the GoPro through this jack, but again, when you have this open, this is no longer waterproof. So I don't know what you could plug in here that would keep it waterproof, give you that extra runtime. I don't know, but maybe they have plans over at GoPro. They always seem to have plans, so let's hope they have great plans for that. But I do like how compact this is. The most important spec, I think, to think about is the sensor. Every time they've introduced a new family of GoPros, they've moved the imaging technology forward. This is the first time they really haven't. The sensor that's in the HERO5 Black is the same as in the HERO4 Black. They've just made kind of working with the camera a little handier. Again, they've vastly improved the interface for going through all the features and stuff. They've made the app a little bit better to get through things. And also it's just a more compact way of running the camera. But the imaging is the same. So if you have a HERO4 Black and you're happy with it, then you don't need to feel the pressure to upgrade. Now, while the sensor size and kind of the overall shooting is the same as the prior model, they have made one significant change, which is image stabilization. Now, it is digital image stabilization, which normally I don't recommend. Like if you're using like an HD camcorder and you use image stabilization, it's actually zooming in on your picture a little bit to get rid of all the shaky stuff, and then your image looks a little bit softer, and I don't like that. It robs your image of clarity. But the demo footage I saw from the GoPro camera was amazing. And from speaking to the guys at GoPro, they told me that they were using, you know, the sensor to shoot an image that's a little bit bigger than HD, and that way they were able to, like, you know, any stuff they need to crop out, you don't even see. You know what, I need to experiment with this myself, and I will share with you what my results are. But I can say that what I saw in GoPro's booth was amazing. And they made image stabilization available in a variety of image sizes too. So it's not just HD. I think you could do 2K and things like that. But let me have some time to play with this, and I will let you know in the next video. So overall, a very nice package. I feel like they've taken the GoPro HERO4 Black and refined it to make it like really nice. And the image stabilization, even though when I heard about it, I was sort of standoffish, the image quality was amazing. So I think they may have done digital image stabilization just right. One of the features that GoPro has been talking about a lot with this generation of cameras is voice control. The idea that you don't have to touch the camera in order to operate it. You can just say out loud, take a picture, or start rolling video or something like that. And at first that seemed really gimmicky to me, but then it did occur to me, you know, the whole point of the GoPro camera is to put a camera where a camera normally doesn't go, which might mean that it's out of reach. So it might be up in a tree, or it might be glued to the back of your head on your helmet. So being able to say, hey GoPro, get started, is actually kind of cool. It'll just be interesting to see in real life how well that works. So let's sum up really quick with the camera. They've taken everything from the prior generation, made it smaller, kind of rubberized it, made it so you don't have to think about taking it underwater. You can just go underwater. I love the built-in screen. I love how much they've simplified the menu to get through all of the different functions and stuff. Definitely hints of future expandability with this removable front part that I can't seem to remove right now. And overall cool. You don't have to be in a headlong hurry to replace your GoPro Hero 4 Black if you're happy, but the image stabilization I think is a significant enough feature that you may want to give it serious consideration. And there's also all this cloud editing stuff that may be important to you. So let's take a look at accessories. The camera ships with this frame case, which leaves it mostly open, gives you all the ports and stuff that you need in order to do stuff. So I'm closing that up in the case. If I remove the screw, thusly, that is the GoProng. That's just what I call it. This is what gives you access to that whole giant library of accessories that GoPro has always had. Whether you're mounting your camera on a boat or on a dog, they've got something for you. Now at GoTough, we have made our own line of accessories that we think are a nice complement to what GoPro already has. So we've got, well, let's say you use this quick release connector. And this is the new quick release connector, by the way, from GoPro. It's got this rubber bit right here that prevents this from getting pinched on accident. So the idea is you slip this into your quick release. Oops, wait, open that up. Slip that into your quick release buckle. It snaps, and then put that rubber piece in there, and then it's not coming out. It's not going to vibrate its way out. Now these are cool, these kind of lightweight plastic clips that the GoPro comes with, and you can get them in a big sack at the drugstore. But we make an all aluminum one that actually does a couple things. Not only is it all aluminum, comes in various colors, super durable, but you'll notice it's got 3 screw holes in it. You can actually mount this and keep it there forever. So if you're going to mount this on like the bow of a boat or on your surfboard or something like that, it could just live there. Also, there's a 1/4-20 thread in it. You can use this to mount your GoPro on a tripod. So in fact, let's put this all together. We're using the quick release clip again. And you know what? Let's use one of our screws, which are aluminum. Again, come in a variety of colors. It's a nice way to identify your GoPro if you're at a shoot and there are a lot of GoPros there, or if you want to have it match like your team or something like that. Those can be very nice. So we'll use the QR buckle like so, snaps into place, tighten that up, you're ready to rock and roll. Now if tripod mounting is what you're after, we've also got a simpler adapter that just goes from the GoProng to a tripod adapter. It's a little bit smaller. This can be nice for mounting in a variety of situations. But back in the day, GoPros used to come with these black plastic extension arms. And the thing with those is that every arm that you added twisted the camera 90 degrees. So sometimes you'd add a couple extension arms and your camera would end up facing the wrong way. So we created our own extension arm, all aluminum, but it goes straight through. So let's say you wanted to add 2 of these guys. I'm going to put this right here in the quick release buckle. Use one of the aluminum screws I just showed you to hook it up. And in fact, let's add another one if we want. Now our extension arms all have a built-in thread. The older quick release buckles, they had an acorn nut you could easily lose, but our stuff is all built into one. It's all one piece, so you can't lose it. So let's say, you know, instead of adding a long one, let's add a short one. We've got 2 of these little extenders, one that twists 90 degrees, one that goes straight through. So again, if you're using these extender arms and your camera's facing the wrong direction, just use any of these guys to face it the direction that you want. And we also offer these extender arms in a variety of colors, as well as our thumb screws. So yeah, these all work great. So if you've got GoTough arms and screws and mounts and things like that, it's all going to work great. Anything that goes with the GoProng is going to work just dandy. Now, you may know GoTough. One of our most popular products was the Wonder Pana Go, which was our filter system for GoPro. And because they have changed the size of this front piece right here, I don't currently have a filter mount for you, but we are already working on it. So we will have our filter system available for you in the near future. Also, the GoTough Shark Cage was our metal cage for keeping your GoPro safe and also giving you tons of mounting possibilities. That also, because of this change, we have to make some changes on our end, but we will have a GoPro HERO5 Black version of the Shark Cage available soon. Oh, and don't forget, we've got our tabletop tripod. very nice compact tripod. Pair it up with this guy, mount these together. You can mount your GoPro right like that. And the nice thing is, we've got screw threads in each leg for adding more accessories. Or notice that these legs are bowed. That's so that when you put all 3 legs together, it forms a nice handle that fits in your hand. So if you're gonna run and gun with your GoPro, you can do that and then very quickly deploy your GoPro, put it on a tabletop, shoot some more. There you go. So that's my very quick unboxing and a summary of how our GoTough gear works with the GoPro camera. Overall, very cool little camera. I'm looking forward to making some use of it, and I will give you a very detailed breakdown in the next video telling you about this guy and what it's like to actually work with this on a couple shoots. Oh man, do I hate custom cables. I'm just gonna get you ready. I'm probably gonna crab about this a lot. But my love for the camera will shine through it all. So thank you for watching this very higgledy-piggledy video. Again, I've got a cold. I'm really sorry. I'll try to do better in the next video. Make sure to click right here to subscribe to get more GoPro-oriented videos just like this one. And don't forget to click on the link down below this video to be taken to a catalog page with all of our accessories for this camera and other GoPro cameras. My name's Bohus. Thanks for watching.